Hey, it's Kelly with RV Wholesalers. Today I'm going to do a walk around on the Vibe by Forest River. This is the 32BH. You're going to see in this floor plan, it's really sweet. It has a bath and a half floor plan, so a full bath up towards the master and then back towards the bunkhouse does have a half bath, which is pretty sweet. Also, it gives you a separate entry going into that, so you don't have people tracking all the way through the coach. Or using the full bath. They can go right into the half bath to use the restroom. This unit is going to come in just under 8,000 pounds, so it's going to be 7,900 and change. That's going to be the dry weight, which means as it sits right now. So that's what it's going to weigh. So when you're looking at a tow vehicle, you're going to want to make sure you're kind of in the ballpark of something that can pull probably 9,000 pounds or more. That way it gives you 1,000 pounds of leeway. Now you are going to see a GVWR on the specs of probably right around 9,700 pounds. So once the water tanks that are filled and you have clothes and stuff packed in the coach, that's what you're going to kind of be looking at. This one is going to be just under 39 feet, okay? It has an 18-foot power awning. You're going to see all LED lights underneath. And they went to a new outside, so you're seeing all the new exteriors. You're going to see the new interiors on the inside, which is nice, some grays and blacks, which is very sharp. On the outside here, you're going to see it does have the outside speakers with the power awning, has an outside kitchen with the TV. You have the mini fridge, very, very nice on that. You're going to see it does give you the nice tall door here as well. So you can kind of get the head clearance, and it's underneath the awning, so which makes it nice. If you have the awning out, it starts to sprinkle and you're out here watching the game, what have you, you're going to have some space there. It does give you a little fridge over here on this side, so actually two mini fridges in the outside kitchen. This one was going to be a little bit smaller than this one. Power stabilizer jacks, which you're going to have two on the front, two on the back. You can see those there. Now those two back ones will run together, the two front ones will run together. Now those are just to stabilize the coach so it doesn't get to rocking when the kids are playing around, when it's raining and everyone's inside. It's just going to firm everything up for you. You're not going to level with those, change tires, anything like that. If you're going to level side to side, you're going to actually use boards or blocks underneath the tires. Front to back, you're going to level with the jack on the front, which we'll kind of go over that here in just a little bit. So side to side under the tires, front to back with the jack on the front, double entry. It does have the solid steps on the main door, which people are going to be using more often. Power awning again. It is going to have the gas electric DSI water heater, so direct spark ignitions. You flip a switch, it fires up for you. The electric's going to have an override switch right down here as well, so you don't burn it up if it is empty. You want to make sure it's full before you fire that up. Full-size spare cable and satellite hookup here on the back. It does have a spot in here. You can pull the cap out, store your sewer hose in there, keep it out of the way, out of the storage compartment. It is prepped for a Furrion backup camera. We do offer those as well. In the parts store, ask one of the sales reps. They can get you some info on them. 3 different screen sizes, so you have that as well. This is a 50 amp service unit, which will come with the power cord for you. That will plug in right there. Now you can see right down here on the bottom there, you're going to see a sewer connection. That's going to be the black tank for the half bath, which is going to be the toilet connection. Over here you're going to have another connection, which is going to give you a few connections. So the black handle is always going to be the black tanks. That's going to be the toilet. The gray handle, which is the 1.5 inch pipe, is going to be your sinks and your shower. I always recommend hooking up the sewer hose, pulling your black valve first, let that run through, empty out the toilet, then come here, hook up your black tank flush, screw the hose on there, turn that on, let that spray inside the black tank. That'll finish rinsing off the tank, cleaning off the sensors, shut that off, then shut the black valve, then go ahead and open up the gray valves. That's going to rinse out the sewer hose and empty those out for you. Then over here you're going to see you have a city water connection. So if you go to a campground and they have full hookup site, so they have water hookup at your actual site, what you're going to do is you're going to hook the water hose up to that, and then what that's going to do is it's going to pressurize the system. You don't have to use your pump. You don't have to use a fresh water tank. You're good to go. Just always make sure you use a water pressure regulator. Screw it right on here. That way you don't forget it. And then it'll reduce the PSI on the water there. This one's going to be your fresh water fill, which fills an onboard tank. Then you'll use your 12-volt pump to pressurize the system. It is an on-demand pump, so what that boils down to, you don't have to flip over and turn the switch on and off every time you want to turn the water on. Once it builds pressure, it'll go ahead and shut the pump off for you. Power tongue jack here on the front. You can see this does have a partial cap, which looks very, very good. Diamond plate underneath, LED light strip on the front for when you're loading, or if you just want to have it on just as looks. It does look awesome there as well. Battery disconnect. We do a brand new 12-volt deep cycle battery on every coach when you come pick it up. 2 propane bottles. It does have an auto changeover regulator as well, so it'll automatically switch from tank to tank. You can see in here in the storage compartment as well. Nice and finished off. You can see it looks really good in there. Linoleum all the way through. Finished wallboard on the front. Very sleek look. Has an outside shower here, which is going to be hot and cold. Okay. That's going to be just like the shower on the inside, so if you got to spray the kids off after they've been at the beach, you can do that outside, keep the sand out of your coach. So very nice there. We'll go in here and check out the inside. All right, so here in the inside you can see we'll start off with the 12-volt Everchill refrigerator, which is very nice. So we're just running off the battery right now, and this thing's cooling off. Very, very nice. Now your battery's going to trickle charge anytime you're connected to your tow vehicle, anytime you're plugged in, so don't feel like that well, it's going to just run my battery out. Your battery's going to trickle charge. It's going to stay charged up for you. Very, very nice refrigerators. Microwave. It's going to have the cooktop here with the oven, stainless steel sink. One thing I always do recommend is once you get to the campground, go ahead and turn both your propane bottles on up front. Come here to your cooktop, light the 3 burners, let those burn for about 20-30 seconds. That's going to get any air pockets out of the lines, make sure everything's functioning properly. You're going to see over here in your entertainment system, you're going to have the TV, nice sound bar below, fireplace, Furrion fireplace. Now that will produce some BTUs of heat, so if it's a cool morning in the 50s, 60s, and you don't want to fire up the furnace, you can go ahead and turn the fireplace on there, take the chill out of the air. You're going to have your control center right over here for the slide outs, the awning, everything's labeled out for you. Water heater, gas and electric. You're going to have the tanks there so you can see all that. Now over here in the slide out, you're going to see it does have a nice big U-shaped dinette, which is really nice as well because they do the cushions all the way around. So if you want to sit like this and you want to watch TV, it's super comfortable. You're right across from the television. You're not wrenching your head all the way around. Or if you want to put the kids in here, play cards, have dinner, what have you. Now this will make into a bed as well. So if you have a bunch of kids over or a bunch of adults, I mean, this is going to be nice and big, so you can sleep a couple adults here if you want. And then I'll show you the big bunkhouse here in just a second. But as you can see, they do all the nice lights and grays, which is super popular right now. Looks really, really good. You're going to see in here, this is the half bath that I was talking about on the outside. So it does have this separate entry, so you can, if people need to use a restroom, they don't have to track all the way through the coach. They can kind of just use that right there. Very, very nice there. Back here in the bunkhouse, and again, this is the 50 amp service unit like I'd mentioned. We did have this one equipped with 2 ACs. So you're going to see here the second AC is going to be back here in the bunkhouse. The first one's going to be in the living area. Now this one is going to be a non-ducted. The other one is going to be ducted all the way throughout the coach, okay? Now you need to make sure anytime you want to run both ACs that you are hooked up to a 50 amp service site, all right? Now back here you can see I have the bunk over here with the ladder, plenty of storage in through here. This side the bunk does lift up, so if the kids want to just sit back here and play video games, what have you, you can do that. Now these cushions will make into a bed as well, so it gives you several different options. Fold those out, use it as a couch, anything you want. Has the nice blackout shades here, so it won't let any light in. LED lighting throughout, which keeps it very bright in here again, but it also uses less battery power, and it's going to keep the coach a lot cooler in the summer. And again, we're just on battery right now. We wanted to kind of show you just with the battery going. We have the refrigerator going, all the lights going. We ran the slides in and out, the awning. You can do all that on 12-volt power. Right back in here, I'll let you go in there and check out the full bath. It does have the nice big glass shower surround, so you don't have the curtain sticking to you. Also, it is curved to give you a little more room, and you're also going to have skylight over top of that shower, so it gives you some more room there. Keeps it bright as well, so very, very nice. And it has the magnets in here, so it doesn't vibrate and jar when you're traveling down the road. Fan over top as well, so when you're using the shower, what have you, you can make sure that everything's vented, keep that moisture outside of the coach, that way it's not sitting in here on the wallboard. Go in here and check out the master. So you're going to see here in the master, the bed is kind of recessed in, very, very nice. You're also going to have outlets on both sides, 110, and you're going to have USB hookups on both sides as well. So if you have CPAP machines, you're going to have a place for that on both sides. There's also storage back here, which you can see, and underneath. So very popular there, underneath and above. So if you put your book and water, what have you, you got all that set up for you. Plenty of storage, the light gray counter or cabinets. You're gonna have a spot here for a TV as well, so receptacle down and above. You can see that. But again, very, very popular floor plan with the bath and a half, big U-shaped dinette, super sleek looking on the inside, has a 12-volt bigger refrigerator, the Everchill. Very, very popular with a nice light, bright, plenty of lights in here as well. In the slide out, you can see that to two big light windows in the slide, and then on both sides as well. But very, very popular. You can see again, all of these are running off the 12 volt, so very, very efficient coach as well. Give us a call if you have any more questions, 877-877-4494. Thank you.